How much power do you need? Well, before having a powerful flash strobe was a big step to make. Now with the PiXAPRO CITI1200 Pro, these type of flashes are more accessible to us. So for all you power-hungry photographers out there, this flash might be the one for you. Some of you may not know that, but PiXAPRO's line of products and accessories and Godox's products all come from the same factory. So this means that they're all compatible. You can mix all these strobes together and trigger them with the same remote. So you may have seen me do exactly that in my latest behind the scenes video and in some of my latest Instagram stories. Yes, this is the exact same setup that I used for my swim athlete's portrait photo shoot. For this specific photo shoot, I used both my 1200 Pros as my rim lights, the AD1200 Pro and the PiXAPRO 1200 Pro. I then, for some shots, replaced my AD300 Pro that was placed above my model with the 1200 Pro because it didn't have enough battery. Now, do I need that amount of power? In the studio, the answer will be yes and no. Yes, if you freeze a movement, and if you are more into action photography, the 1200 Pro will help. It is also great if you often use burst shots and shoot extensively on location. This is my case. During these sessions, I only had one battery for the 1200 Pro and it lasted all day. As a comparison, I had to charge the 300 and 600 Pro in between sessions. Of course, if you are mainly doing portraits, if you are always working in fairly dim environments in a studio, well, 1200 watts might be overkill. Now let's go outdoors with this quick session I did recently. This is in preparation of a photo shoot that unfortunately will only happen in early 2022. I brought the 1200 Pro with me because I knew I would work outdoors in the middle of the day. If you want to knock down the ambient light or turn day to night for a more dramatic look, you will need that amount of power. For the very first image you just saw, I was really close to use the 1200 Pro at full power. This is typically the type of image, of look that would be hard to create with a less powerful light, at least with these settings. Plus, an important thing to mention, I'm using a softbox with 2 layers of diffusion and a grid. I've said this in the past already, it all depends on you, the type of work that you do, and your needs. I personally need that amount of power for certain images that I create. Plus, with these flashes, I have a single battery that can last me all day. I know I won't always use the 1200 Pro at full power, but this also means that I will have faster recycling time, so I won't miss a shot. I kind of see things this way. Artistically speaking, I can almost do whatever I want. Power won't be an issue. This flash is really well built. I love the look and overall feel of the battery unit. The cord cable that attaches to the head is long enough and feels sturdy. The flash head itself is super light. In fact, it's maybe too light. It's a very light plastic, cool in terms of weight, but I'm not sure in terms of robustness in the long run. We'll see. There is also an independent case for the battery that I use as a weight on my light stand. My main concern when I did my review of the 8300 and 600 Pro was finding spare parts for my flashes. If I ever have a problem here in France, in the UK, in Europe, will I be able to fix my problem quickly and still be able to do whatever job I'm on? This is something that happened to me so many times, but now that I know that PiXAPRO's accessories and flashes are compatible with Godox, I may worry a little bit less. There are a lot of brands right now that propose amazing tools, but some of their products are really hard to find in some parts of the world. And when that happens, usually their customer service is non-existent. If you slightly come back in time, you will discover that my optical snoot comes from EssentialPhoto. There is currently a shortage in everything electronics in the world, so if you are heavily invested in Godox products, this is another option to get your beloved accessories and flashes. The PiXAPRO CITI1200 Pro made it in my top 5 of my favorite film and photography gear of 2021. Of course, all the links to all the products that I talked about in this video will be in the description box below. Of course, we'll see later down the road how it holds up. You will most certainly see it again and again in future behind the scenes videos because I really loved using the 1200 Pro in my work. And that is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I posted quite a lot of videos lately, so maybe you have missed some of them, so be sure to check them out. Please, please, take care of yourself because it's really cold outside. I will catch you in the next, and until then, have a good one.